Hi guys, this is Gigi. I'm coming on today to talk about the continuing saga of finding an adequate elder care facility in the U.S. Versus what I have found here in Mexico, Merida, Mexico. My sister, yesterday, I picked her up. We went driving, took her to Dairy Queen, her favorite place, got ice cream. We did a little running around. I did a little running around. I think I got the vibe that she was depressed. And that's something that can easily happen to someone that has dementia. You or I, we have no idea what they go through on a daily basis, how confused they may be, just trying to make it, in one day. It's a lot, so I can see where she could be easily depressed. When she's not happy, I'm not happy. I spoke with the director yesterday when I was, bringing her back. And the director validated what I thought. She said, yeah, I think she's depressed. And we were talking about what we could do to bring her out. I did go by there today and took her some ice cream. She was in a much better state today than she was yesterday. Later, I spoke with a friend who's back in the States. And she was telling me about what her family was going through with a relative, a loved one of theirs who was in a nursing facility, I believe somewhere in North Carolina. She was telling me how disappointed they were, unsatisfied, because this is going to be a little graphic. I apologize, letting you know up front. You may want to go away for a minute or so. They were talking about how bad the place smelled, okay? And it smelled like poo, no other way to put it. Some places smell like urine, some places smell like poo. I guess some places smell like both. Over here in Mexico, I have yet to smell anything, I've yet to smell anything. People look clean, they're bathed, their hair is combed, clothes are put on them on a daily basis. They have activities for them to do, and or they can watch TV in a big, sunny, airy room, and that has got to be a good feeling, to be in a nice, sun-filled room. And I don't smell anything. I don't smell anything. And my friend was talking about how I'm going to have to put this out here, okay? My roots, my ancestors are African. I don't have anything against Africa per se. However, I do have a problem with what it seems like is Africans taking over the eldercare and people that are disabled, taking over those facilities. Now, I don't have a problem with them taking over the facilities if they're going to make sure everything's up to par. But what I've heard is it's not good. And some people say, well, they're only here for the money, because a lot of them don't integrate themselves into the community. Please, if I say something that's offensive, or if you don't agree, I would appreciate it if you would just drop a line, because I'm trying to be fair. But the bottom line is, this has to be said, because Africans are taking over the healthcare industry. I don't know if it's on the level of the hospitals, but I do know in the facilities, Eldercare and places, nursing homes, they are running them. And the thing about it is, they may not own them. Some of them do own these facilities, but the ones that don't own them, they are working for people that don't care, because it's all about the dollar, the almighty dollar. They don't care, in my opinion, because if they did, things would change and they would get better, but they're not. They're getting progressively worse. And I don't understand why. Well, I guess the Africans that are running these places, if they can get away with it, they'll continue to get away with it. Because I was going to say, why would the owners of these places not be concerned or not care if these facilities were not, the inhabitants, the residents, if they were not getting the proper treatment, if the place wasn't being effectively, checked on, monitored, inspected. I guess they get a call maybe the day before they're supposed to come for their inspection, and they get everything up to par, or everything is peachy keen when they come, but then shortly thereafter they depart, it goes back to how it was. And see, the thing about it is, it's so unfair to the residents. It's so unfair, and these people don't think about, oh, well, maybe one day I'll get old, I'll need somebody that's going to care about me. I guess maybe they think that for all the money they're making, that they won't have to deal with that. But karma, I just tell people, karma is just unbelievable. You think that you're not going to get yours, but everybody has to. That's just the way the universe works, So I would just like for anyone who has had an experience with a loved one being in one of these facilities and getting horrific treatment, care, someone who works in a facility and can tell me, I mean, you can be anonymous, just tell me if I'm being accurate about how things are being run, because I know, like I mentioned before, that some of these places, one person can have it used to be 15 to 20 people they were responsible for. I don't see how that's not possible. It's not humanly possible. How can you change 15 to 20 people's diaper in a day? We're talking about, I was told that they are supposed to check them every 2 hours to see if they need to be changed. So how would they be able to do something like that? Everybody, has to be changed. I mean, that's just a humane thing. But there's so much going on, and all I can say is that I just thank God that my sister is doing well. For those who wanted it to not go well, she's doing well taken care of. And another thing, so many of us who are caregivers, even though I'm not actively 100% in 24 hours taking care for her, I still have a lot of things that have to do with her, and I go see her, and so I'm still involved greatly in her life. I deserve to have a life, okay? And a lot of us who are responsible for our loved ones, we feel guilty when we go out. I know I feel guilty because I haven't done it in so long. When I do go out now, it's like I feel like I'm not supposed to be able to do this. But yes, you are. It's nothing wrong with you having some time for yourself. This is your life you're living. It's the only life you have. Your loved one is being well taken care of, hopefully, and that's one of the biggest problems that we may have. If we're accustomed to taking care of our loved one, and now we have this freedom that we have not had in so long, then we can't, like in the beginning, we can't even enjoy ourselves because we're like worrying, like, is she okay? What time is her medicine? All these things that we were so worried about in the past, we're able to not have to deal with it. We can like exhale. We can like go out, have drinks, go to dinner, just have fun, whatever makes you happy. And it's okay. It's okay to be happy. It's okay. It is okay. You talk to a doctor that is a good doctor, and he's going to echo the same sentiment. He's going to say, you need to have time for yourself. I know when I would go away on short trips, my doctor would say, I'm glad you're out, going out, doing these things, going on trips, because it's a release. You cannot continue not doing anything for yourself and expect to be successful in taking care of your loved one. If you're happy, they're going to be happy. And if you can find a good home for them, even better, okay? So I just wanted to come by today and share these little revelations. And like I said, if somebody doesn't agree with what I'm saying, I would appreciate it if you would come on. I'm going to do a live I'm going to do a live, and we're going to have some people come on, and they're going to share their experiences. Hopefully no one will lose their job, but I just want to know what's going on, because things are not getting better overall, they're getting worse. But our loved ones, elderly people with disabilities, they should be treated with respect. Okay? If you like my content, please like and share, subscribe. Blessings. Don't forget to write.